Okay, so today we're going to be using Word to create a document that tells a little bit about a country that we would like to live in. So it uses a table to help us lay out some of the pieces of our document. So if I click on View Grid Lines, you can see that there's a bunch of different cells. This is a cell. All of these are individual cells. And it just helps us keep things a little more organized, like we're able to do our paragraph over here and not have to worry about how to insert the pictures and get it to wrap the text around the pictures how we want it to. So we are going to go to File. We're going to create a new document. Okay, so we're going to go to the Insert tab, insert a table. We want it 2 columns by 3 rows. Our first 2 cells up here we're going to highlight and right click, and we're going to merge these cells. I'm just going to put placeholder text in here right now because this is where we're going to put the name of our country that we want to live in. This next one, we're actually going to split the cells, so right click, split cells. And we want 1 column and, 2 columns and 7 rows. And then we're going to merge these top 2. So right click, merge cells. Okay, and then these bottom 2, we're actually going to merge the cells and then split the cells again. And we want 2 columns. Okay, and the reason we did this is, you notice I can now move this line, the width in between the columns, so that it does not have to match up with this line right here. If I undo the last moves, you'll notice that when I go to move this line, it moves the column widths above it, and I don't want it to do that. So let me go ahead and redo the things that I just undid. So merge cells, split cells, and I want 2 columns. Okay, so this is the layout of our document that we would like. Okay, so right here, we're going to type demographics. Okay, and the categories that we want underneath demographics are going to be language, population, GDP, and this is the GDP per capita, so this is how much money that is made per person. And then we want to know the average high temperature for the capital city in that country. And we also want the average low temperature for the capital. Okay, so then right here we're going to insert a picture, and in this cell we're also going to insert a picture. For this top right one, we're going to insert a picture of a photo of what the country looks like, and then this bottom left one is going to be a map of where that country is at in the world. And then this bottom right cell is going to be the reason why we want to live in that country. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys select the entire table. We're going to go to the Design tab under Table Tools, and we don't want any borders. So click on No Borders, but we still want to be able to see where the lines are on our table. So as it's already checked, it says View Grid Lines, so we can see where we want to place our data. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and insert word art for the name of our country. Let's go ahead and select one that you like. And then we're gonna change the style. Okay, I like this one. Okay, so we're gonna change the background color behind our word art as well. Okay, and stretch it out so that it fills up the entire cell. Okay, and demographics, we want to bold, increase the size of the text, and center it. Okay, for each of the categories underneath demographics, we want to italicize them. And we are going to create or put borders back around these cells. So highlight those and then click on All Borders. Okay, so now we're ready to insert the data for our document. I'm going to go ahead and save my file real quick. So I want you guys to save it to your student files. Title it Table and then Country. Okay, so there's two websites that you're mainly going to be using. The first one is www.indexmundi.com, and this is the home page. So you're going to pick a country for, or sorry, a continent for that your country is located, or part of a continent. Some of them are parts of continents. I'm going to choose South America. And then this is a list of the countries that are there, so go ahead and pick one that you think you might like to live. I'm going to choose Peru. Okay, so the majority of the information you're going to need is right here on the right hand side. So go ahead and pull back up our Word document. The language, official language is Spanish. So go ahead and type that in. Population, it's right here. GDP, okay, GDP per capita, that one right there. So I'm just copy and pasting this information into our table. Okay, so on the left side of this website, you're going to scroll down underneath demographics. There's median age. And we want the median age for total, not just for male or female. So go ahead and copy that. Okay, and we are going to go to a different website to find the temperatures. And it's worldweatheronline.com. You're going to go to the weather drop-down arrow, browse by country, browse by country, and we are going to go, we picked Peru for this one, so go to P, there's Peru, so we can click on it. Okay, and we're going to find the average high temperature, and we're doing it for the capital. It has the capital city right here. So click on that. Okay, and then you're going to click on monthly average. Scroll down so we can see our graph, and we can see that our average high temperature is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you that have Celsius, you'll have to use the Google converter to translate it so it has, convert it so it has both Fahrenheit and Celsius. So 82, we want degrees, so go to insert, symbol, more symbols. I've used it recently. The character code, if you're going to type it in, is 00B0. So insert Fahrenheit, so F, and we're going to find the low temperature. So average low temperature is 59 degrees. Insert symbol, used it recently, so it's right there. Okay, so we're going to go back to the indexmundi.com. Click the back tab, so back so we're back on this page right here, and this is the map that I would like for you guys to use. Go ahead and copy it and put it in this bottom left cell. And then if you go to Google, you can go ahead and find an image of a place in your country that you would like to use. Go ahead and change the name of your country. Okay, so I like this picture. It's one of the famous attractions in Peru. I'm going to copy it and paste it into my document. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and then down here I'm going to type the reasons why I would want to live in Peru. My reasons, the temperatures seem pretty nice all year round. It has beautiful mountains to look at, as well as really cool ancient ruins. There are a couple of reasons why I would not want to live in Peru, but one of them being that they have a really low GDP. But for this section, I'd like you guys to mainly focus on why you would like to live in that country. If after researching it and finding all of this information about it, you decide you would not like to live in that country, in this section I want you to include both the pros and cons of living in this country. So I would include the fact that I like the temperature, the views, fun to tour the places nearby. For my pros, for the cons, I would include the fact that there's a high population and then